we need to sort this out. Cook some things, clean some things, eat some things. It's all happening. Let's go. So here is the before of what our disaster looks like. Everything in here gets used, but it all gets kind of shoved in there, as you will see me constantly going in and out. So I put this meat in there yesterday. You would have seen in the vlog when I was getting ready, and we're just going to make a stew while that's cooking, and that will be meal number 1. Back to the fridge, and we've got this mince that I stuck in there yesterday. So yes, it looks brown, it's perfectly fine. It was in the freezer and I stuck it in the fridge to defrost. Yeah, again, I talk about it in the vlog. So put the stew on the back burner and we'll cook the base. This is planning on being a lasagna base. So yesterday we had spaghetti bolognese for dinner, so hence why I have half the jar of the tomatoes there. I would normally just put them in a separate container in the fridge, but I knew that today I would be cooking the rest of it, so I just left it in the fridge as is. But normally I wouldn't ever do that with cans. Okay, next up we've got some chicken that's left over and the pasta from last night. I cooked up a massive bag to know that I'd have some left over so I could make myself a pasta salad. I've never made this before, I'm just making it up as I go. So I've used half of that, the leftover chicken, grated carrot, and put in this ranch dressing that I also got on clearance from Coles, and it was absolutely delicious. So I wish I learned to make it easier because it was so simple and easy. And then I've got this chicken that I pre-cooked last night, but sadly I was too tired to pull it apart because it is so much easier to pull chicken off the bone when it's still really hot. And so I'm doing it now. Most of the chicken that's going into the bowls, one will be for dinner, the other one will be prep for my second pasta salad. And then I'm putting some chicken into some little bags here labeled with pizza, so then if anyone needs to make pizza while I'm not here, that is the perfect portion for them just to grab and go. So there's my lunch ready for tomorrow, and I'm just going to put this bowl of chicken here for dinner tonight. I'm not ready to make that yet, but while we wait, let's make a cheesecake. Of course, now we need to find a space to shove that. That's the only thing with trying to clean out the fridge. You make just as much mess moving everything around as what you do trying to clean it out. I've got the watermelon that I need to chop up, and I need to put fruit into clear containers like this up at eye level, so then people see it and then they eat that. So then that will be prepped, ready to go. And then also remembered I had a punnet of strawberries hiding in the back there, so I'm going to prep those as well. It's dinner time, so bringing back out the chicken and grabbing some chips and some other things to make ready, and we need these as well. And I'm just moving some things into drawers. I need to make some space to put that stew. It's cooked, but then it will be there ready to reheat for tomorrow night. So that was always the plan, to pre-cook up some things and then they're ready to make the week easier. the mince finally cooled down enough. I'm going to put it in the Tupperware container and then put it aside because it's too late to make a lasagna tonight, so I can do that tomorrow. Spoiler alert, I never got around to making lasagna, and we had it for another spaghetti bolognese because we needed a quicker meal. So as much meal prepping as you can do, sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. Plus spaghetti bolognese is something that all 4 of us will eat, so it's just so much easier to do that. So chicken risotto, and we had the chicken chips that were there, put them all there, and I've made a side one for Kira to take to her uni, so that's ready there to go, and the cheesecake is here and it was absolutely delicious. Of course, I've just done a food shop and now we have to try and figure out where all of this is going to go in the fridge. It's gonna go in anywhere there's a space. Kira made us snickerdoodles for dinner and she uses a massive bowl. So of course I'm like, where do you think that's going? It's only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I have to find a place to shove it in there somewhere because we haven't had the stew yet for dinner and we finally got around to having that. Okay, it's time to deal with this lettuce. I got it for like 50 cents at like a Foodland, and it's got a little bit of waterlogged, so I didn't get much out of it, but it's fine for what it is. For 50 cents I didn't mind at all, so I'm pretty happy with it. We picked at it a little bit more for sandwiches and stuff. All right, got the pineapple that's here. Gonna just put that into some little Ziploc bags ready for the pizzas as well for the freezer, and just moving the strawberries on top there so people will eat them. So there is the lettuce, and also I chopped up part of a celery that we have, just putting it in a container, again putting it up at eye level so people can see it. All right, so we need to have this for dinner. No more lasagna. And we're just back in the fridge now, and this is kind of what it ended up after a couple of days. We did use some other things. We just tend to kind of grab things and move in and out as we go, so I don't necessarily always film things because we need to do things quick. So as you can see, once we dedicate to actually cleaning the fridge out, it goes really well and everything gets used up. It's just a matter of moving everything around. So our drawers are still a complete mess and the fridge is, so we need to clean all of that. So I was cleaning these drawers sort of one by one and then wiping down the walls and everything. And yep, see, this is why we're cleaning everything. The amount of liquid that can just get down inside of stuff. And tonight I managed to pull apart every single little section of the fridge. Some of it was stuck harder than super glue, I swear, but I'm so excited that I was able to pull it apart and scrub everything. I didn't film all of the exact cleaning process of stuff, but here's just some before and afters that I'm pretty happy with. And yeah, it took me about 2 hours to actually pull everything apart, give it all a good clean, put it all back together again. Once I figured out how it actually went back together again, I thought, oh no, I'm going to be calling Jeremy to say, help, I've broken the fridge. And I didn't really take you up close to scrub anything because I was just cleaning as I was going. It took me forever to figure out how all these drawers go back in, so well, I'm glad this is on time lapse, let me tell you. I'm really happy with all the work that we've done. We cooked about 3 or 4 meals, and as well as prepping all the fruit and some other veggies and stuff that was there, so got it all organized and then putting everything back, and now trying to create a little bit of a system to organize everything, so hopefully we don't end up in this mess again, but we will. It's me, of course we will. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.